I've got an issue with these warm hubs that are being set up, and they're being set up for people like me, people who are disabled. We're going to get sick if we're not warm, and we're low-income households, so we can't heat our own homes. However, to get there, I'm a mobility scooter user, and I'm going to need to charge my legs up to be able to get to the warm hub. So it's a catch-22 for me. I need electricity and therefore money to either heat my home and stay at home, or to charge my mobility scooter to get to the warmth outside of my home. And in this cost of living crisis, I'm turning everything off. So what on earth am I supposed to do? Back, I shared a video where I said that we should stop saying, oh, come on, cheer up, someone's got it worse than you, as it invalidates people's feelings. And I think today I might have seen an example of this actually happening. Today I made a video that said that warm hubs in the United Kingdom are a bit of a catch-22 for the disabled and elderly, because you either stay home and use electricity and money to keep your own home warm, or you travel to a warm hub on a mobility scooter or wheelchair and you need electricity and money to charge it, so you can't win. So somebody posted this very valid comment telling me that I'm very lucky, and I was a bit confused about this, as you can see by my response. I then queried it, and the person went on to state these lovely comments here. Now, first of all, this person had walked onto a channel with somebody who's disabled, who makes a lot of content about being disabled. I hadn't just gone out into the street and shouted it into the void. Therefore, them coming back to me and saying, well, I'm sick of hearing about disabled people. Well, you kind of fell on a disabled channel. Don't interact with it and scroll, and you'll see less of it. But the reason these people are being spoken about so much, the disabled and the elderly, is because we are vulnerable. We have greater needs, and those needs are not being met to a greater level right now. I went on in the video to state at the bottom that healthy people are also struggling, and nobody should be struggling. But the difference between healthy people and I is that healthy people can just go out and hang around in their corner shop for a bit to keep warm. But I am a prisoner in my home. So if my home is freezing, I'm largely housebound, there's no escape. Now, this is me just theorising, and I've got no proof of this, but I wonder whether this person is one of those people who says, well, somebody's got it worse than you, so just man up and deal with it. Oh, I hate the phrase man up. And now they're seeing an example of somebody who actually has it worse than them, and they, in that situation, talking to somebody else that was not themselves, would tell that person to get over it and invalidate their feelings because somebody has it worse. So in the moment, maybe they're feeling invalidated. They're sick of seeing other people having it worse. They're suffering too, which is valid. Anyone who's struggling right now with anything, it's valid, it's real. Your struggle does not go down because somebody is struggling more. But what you need to do with any frustrations or anger you feel from that are to transfer those to the people that are causing the problem, and not people that are in a worse situation, especially because of things that are not their choice, have no control. I get it, healthy people. You're sick of hearing about the woes of disabled people and elderly people right now because you're struggling too. But don't allow yourself to invalidate your own feelings. And don't be angry at the disabled girl down the road, because that's not useful. Be angry at the people that have the power to stop this and are choosing not to. Email your MP, please. Comment was on a video where I stated that warm hubs are a catch-22 for people who need electronic mobility aids to get there, because we need to go to one because we don't have the money and therefore the gas or electricity to warm our homes. Then we probably haven't got the money to charge our scooters or our wheelchairs. Somebody who's running a warm hub had replied and said, how can we make this accessible for you? And I stated that I feared people would probably want to charge their phones and things like that, and therefore there may need to be a hierarchy ascertained for using the plug sockets. And underneath this comment was placed, and I have a problem with this comment. As a disabled person, all I want is to be level with you, the healthy person, and then we can battle it out about who's going to charge their phones. I don't want to be more than you. I'm not asking for more than you have already. I just want to have the equivalent of legs like you have. The difference in scenarios here is there is a healthy person already in the warm hub who wants to charge their phone, whereas me and many others are disabled people who can't even get to the warm hub because we can't charge our legs. Warm hubs have been provided for anybody that needs them to be warm, but the plugs in this scenario are being provided to disabled people to allow them to get to it and from it. They can't access it. This is similar to a scenario where, for instance, disabled people are starving, they've not eaten yet, and this person is concerned about when they are getting dessert. We are not level, we are not at the same place. Let's flip this around and make you the disabled person. What good is your phone to organise childcare if you can't leave the warm hub at the end of the day because your legs are not charged up? At some point, a disabled person is going to need to leave the place, but if their legs haven't been charged up, they can't leave. They're stuck there forever. Are you going to carry us home? Now, no mobility aid user is going to deny somebody in an emergency situation or an important situation that needs action now 5 minutes to charge their phone to make a call. We're just not. But the issue is, if there's 40 people in a queue who all want to have their phones nearer 100%, and those people can leave with a flat battery on their phone, whereas the disabled people, we can't leave with a flat battery on our legs. I stand by my comment on this original video that there needs to be a hierarchy about plug use, the purpose of the use and who's using them. We all have needs, but there is a disparity between needs which are, when not fulfilled, act as barriers against basic human functions, i.e. walking, and other needs which, although might be essential at some point, are they essential in this moment when compared with a disabled person who currently cannot move, cannot have their basic needs fulfilled? This video has been made with love to raise awareness, and I send no ill will to you, the commenter.